Are you ready to fly? I know I am. In today's video, we're going to be continuing the series on the Flylady. Today, we will be covering the afternoon and evening routines. Follow these routines if you want your home to be spotless without busting a sweat. So, feel free to bust a move if you want. One. Hey there, Joy here. I'm a mom of 2 boys under 2. You know my home can get super messy, but one can hardly tell because I use the Flylady system. Last week we covered the morning routine. I hope you started doing it already. And if you did, I'm sure you have seen some massive results. Today, we will continue with the step-by-step format and break down the afternoon as well as the evening routines. So get ready to write again and let's jump right in. Step number 1, drink your water. Do you have a specific water goal that you need to hit every single day? If you don't, now's your opportunity to set one. And once you have this, you can check, are you behind or ahead? If you're behind, make sure you drink that water right now. Water is not only great for so many other things, but it also boosts your energy. And as FLY stands for finally loving yourself, we have to make sure that we're hydrated so we can do the rest of the things to the best of our ability. Okay, step number 2. We're going to ask ourselves, what's for dinner? And not only ask, but also be ready to prep. At this point, if your family eats meat, make sure you're taking out the meat if you work from home. If you work outside the home, you can also bundle this with your morning or evening routine and take out your meat then. But for those of us who work from home, now is the perfect time to get out your ingredients that might need to be defrosted. You could also take it a step further and chop whatever it is that you need. You can go ahead and take 5 minutes now to chop up some onions, peppers, or whatever it is that you need for tonight's dinner. That way, you never have to scramble about wondering what you're going to put on the table to feed your family. Also, you can feel more comfortable trying out some new things that your family will love because you're already ready to prepare these things. So the next one is a 15-minute movement. At this point in time, the Flylady wants you to go ahead and move. Now that the weather is getting nicer, if it is where you live, it would be a nice opportunity to go outside. I noticed that she doesn't call it exercise, so it might be like some light movement, but just something to get your blood flowing and your body moving. You can have a dance party, you can walk around your lawn if you have one, anything you can think to do, but just move that body. Okay, so this is the final one for the afternoon. Declutter. The Flylady works in zones, and I'll get into that in the next video of this series. But for the sake of simplicity in today's video, whatever area is the worst for you, just start decluttering for 15 minutes every single day. Decluttering is so important. As Flylady always says, you can't clean clutter, and I couldn't agree more. Is that a tongue twister? You can't clean clutter. You can't clean clutter. Say that 5 times fast. But seriously, you can't clean clutter. So take these 15 minutes and let some things go. This is crucial, not only if you live in a small home like me, but for everyone really. We can all breathe a little better if we have a little bit less things. And don't think of it as you're getting rid of stuff. You can donate it and give it to someone in need. We already have so many things. We don't need more. I'm sure you can find something to get rid of today. You will feel so much at ease and your whole family at peace when your home is fully decluttered. So 15 minutes every single day. I'm telling you, declutter is a total game changer. So the afternoon one is pretty short and sweet. This is a bonus one that can make a big difference for you if you choose to implement it. If you have a lot of paper clutter, go ahead and take 5 to 15 minutes to start getting rid of the clutter. Just start to separate them if you have a lot of paper clutter between things you have to file, things you have to shred, and things you have to take actions on. If you don't have a filing system, don't despair. They do sell some at the Dollar Tree or the Amazon. You don't have to spend any money. Don't go out of your budget. If you have any box laying around, you can go ahead and use that box to put the papers in, and we'll deal with it when it comes down to that daily focus. Once we are done with this series, you will understand the Flylady system from top to bottom. So don't despair. For now, 15 minutes declutter and 5 minutes paper declutter if you can. If you do not have any paper clutter, take this time and do a second room rescue. If your home is anything like mine, once your children go down for a nap, if you have littles, the home is looking a little a little bit much. So do a 5-minute room rescue on your worst room, or if it's everywhere. Just run around the home for 5 minutes and pick things up. That way things will be so much clearer, and when your children wake up again, it's a fresh slate. I call this the afternoon reset, and it's totally worth it. Okay, so that's it for the afternoon. If you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite part of this routine so far. From the morning, mine says the LOL, but if I had to choose from the afternoon, I say is what's for dinner, because you're always going to be prepared and able to give your family a nutritious and healthy meal. What is your favorite part so far? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, we're up to my favorite part, the evening routine. This is my favorite because it helps you set up for a smooth day, and I just love being prepared. There's something so peaceful about you knowing that you did everything you could to be ready. Though we're not fully in control, we can try to plan things and be ready for those things. That will make the next day so much easier and less stressful. We can get prepared, and if something else happens, then at least we tried, right? I start this routine after dinner, but you can start it whenever you like. Just don't do it too late. Step number 1, clear off the table and do the dishes. After your family has finished having dinner, you guys can now go ahead and pick up the dishes, quickly wash them, or put them in the dishwasher if you have one. Wipe down the table, the counters, and this is a bonus that I like to do quickly: sweep the floor, get the home ready for bed really quick. Number 2, check those calendars. I also like to check the weather here and write out your to-do list. It will be super duper helpful. If you like to write down your to-dos in the morning, that's fine, but at least you have an idea of what is happening the next day. I prefer to have my to-dos done now. It gives me one less thing to think about as I'm going to sleep, and I could just fully enjoy and relax the rest of the evening. Okay, so the next step is pick out your clothes. This is one of my very favorites because now you can plan out your outfit with time, pick something cute, and just have you and your children, if you have littles, clothes ready for the next day. That's why it's good to also check the weather so that you may know the things that you need depending on what you're doing too. I used to get my clothes first and then the calendar, but a lot of times I would pick the wrong clothes for the weather. So now I just check the calendar first, then I pick my clothes, and this has been working a lot better. Pick everything down to the accessories, umbrella if you need it, anything. This step is so fun because you get to express your personality through your clothes in the morning. You don't have to throw on anything just because you're in a rush. The next one is gather all your things plus your keys. What do you need for the next day? Have a spot in your home designated to put these things so you don't have clutter all about. But think of the things that you're doing tomorrow and think of the things that you need. At this point, if you make food for your husband when they leave the home, or if you pack up the leftovers from the dinner, whatever it is that you do, go ahead and do it at this point. Also gather everything you or your children may need for the next day. If your children go to school, make sure that everything is set up and ready for them. If they stay at home, if you're homeschooling, make sure that you have everything that is needed. If you have an appointment, go ahead and gather those insurance cards in your wallets. Everything that you might need, gather it now. Also, think about where your keys If you're going out, is your purse prepared to leave with you? If it's not, make sure to do this at this point. If you have a dog and you're going to walk him or her, is the leash by the door? Whatever it is that you need, make sure it's ready. It makes the morning for so much smoother and seamless to refill your water bottle. If you have to set out the vitamins, if you take whatever could make your day easier tomorrow, do it today. It won't take more than 10 minutes and you'll be so glad you did. Because this one, you shave hours off in the morning. Okay, so the next one is to clear up a hot spot. There's always a spot that seems to be a clutter magnet. At this point in time, you're going to take 2 minutes and tackle it so that it's always nice and clean and clear and it doesn't ever become out of control. It could be an area that's like a dumping spot in your home. Whatever that may be for you, take 2 minutes and do it now. You can rotate them daily if you have to, so none of them ever really get that bad. But recognize your hot spots already so that you don't have to be thinking for the whole 2 minutes, which are you going to tackle. Just write them down if you can, and that way you'll know to look at them and see if they need attention. Okay, and the next one is a Flylady staple. This is the first step on the 31 baby steps too, and it is the one that starts it all. Shine your sink. Every night before you go to bed, make your sink super shiny. The first time you do it, it might take long, but once you do it, it should go ahead and stay shiny. Have those aluminum, the silver sinks. Those are super good and easy to shine. You can just spritz them down with a little vinegar or water, and once you take a microfiber rag, it should look super duper shiny. If you have a porcelain sink, it might take a little bit more work, and you should just shine it up every night and it should stay more or less shiny. And when it gets dull, maybe like once a week, you can go ahead and do the more extensive routine during the daytime. But every night, be sure to shine your sink. When you wake up in the morning and you see that sink nice and shining and sparkly, it will really make your day. It's just, it changes your mood. It's a total mood changer. Try it. You won't regret this one. Step number 6 is get ready for bed. If you shower at night, now's the time to do so. Otherwise, just be sure to wash your face and brush your teeth and everything like that. If you wear makeup, also now's the time to remove it, as you don't want to go to bed with makeup on. It's not good for your skin or your sheets. But once you take your makeup off, do put your pajamas, even if it is a little bit early, because now when it's time to go to bed, you can just turn off the lights and go straight to bed. Okay, step number 7. This is the last step in the evening routine, and it's super simple, sort of. It takes a lot of discipline. Go to bed at a decent time. You won't regret this one because you'll get enough sleep, unless you have a baby that wakes through the night. But otherwise, you should be able to get enough sleep and wake up refreshed and ready to tackle the day. Not to mention all the things you did now to save you time in the morning. So that's super good. If it helps, set an alarm to make sure that you go to bed at a decent hour. But when that time comes, lights out.
Hey!
So let's recap. For the afternoon routine, you're going to drink your water. Be sure you stay hydrated. It's super important for your body, your skin, your energy, and pretty much everything else. Step number 2. What's for dinner? Have you thought about dinner yet? If not, now's the time to think about it and begin prepping. No more than 15 minutes, please. Number 3, 15-minute movements. Go ahead and move your body. Number 4, now we're going to declutter. This is crucial because you can't clean clutter, and a decluttered home is a peaceful home. That's it for the afternoon. If you want, you can do another room rescue. That will be bonus. I do this every day and it really does make a difference. That's it for the afternoon. Now moving on to the evening. Tidy up after dinner. 10 minutes at least. I also do a quick sweep. That's completely up to you. Number 2, we're going to check the calendar, the weather, and write to-do list if you can. Number 3, going to pick out some fun clothes that match your style that you can wear the next morning, down to the accessories. And if you have littles, go ahead and pick theirs now too. Number 4, we're going to gather all of our things that we need for the next day. Very important, and it shaves off hours of your morning routine. Number 5, you're going to clear off a hot spot or more for 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. Once the timer stops, you also stop. You don't want to burn yourself out now. Number 6, shine your sink. Keep that sink nice and shiny, and it will improve your mood and your home. Number 7, we're going to get ready for bed. If you shower now, go ahead and do so. Take off that makeup and let's get ready for bed. Finally, number 8, lights out. Go to bed at a decent time so you can wake up nice and refreshed early in the morning and tackle it all over again. Okay, so there you have it. Those were the routines of the Flylady system explained. Incorporate these. You definitely won't regret it. Your home will look spotless forever without too much of an effort. Stay tuned. We're going to cover the zones, the missions, the focuses, every single thing you ever wanted to know about the Flylady in a simple step-by-step format. We're going to cover it in this series. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. I also have a lot of videos on homemaking, productivity, and positivity. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, to God be the glory. Bye.